Do you ever feel stuck? Like you can't make headway? You feel like, I wish, I want, but I can't. We have these dreams, we have these experiences. It's almost like something is holding us back and we cannot move in the right direction. I felt a little bit torn like that, remembering back a party that my teenage brother Conrad had planned in our home. And I was 13 years old, and I was sitting on the sidelines, and the lights were a little bit dimmed, and the dance floor, all these beautiful teenagers were dancing, and I felt awkward, I felt hesitant, I felt inhibited, I felt like, shall I join the dance or not? And on one hand, I really wanted to dance. On the other hand, I felt like, oh, it's a little bit too much for me. So I felt held back. The story goes, it does not really become Easter until we can laugh once deeply, until we can dance, until we can let go and rejoice. Now, why that? Because death has not the last laugh. Jesus rose, and Jesus raises us to new life and invites us to join the dance, to rise with him to new life. Now, the women who came to the tomb, they just did not feel like dancing. They did not feel like laughing. They were not all smiles. They were grieving deeply. They felt stuck. Their life fell apart. Their hopes, their dreams nailed to the cross. They were just exhausted, depleted. And that's what it sometimes feels like for us. And we have had those experiences through the last year. I can't wait for this to be over in different areas of our lives and as a community and as a nation and as a world. I'm tired of it. So these women, even though they're tired and exhausted, even though their hearts are broken, they walk. They don't lean back. They walk into the cemetery. They keep walking in spite of obstacles. You know, this huge rock that was rolled in front of the tomb of Jesus? How can 3 women think they can roll that rock away? It's an obstacle. It's huge. They won't be able to get into the tomb. Still, they keep moving. Still, they keep walking in spite of obstacles. They could have thought, too big of a rock, too big, we can't do it. And don't we find ourselves sometimes in that situation thinking, well, those hurdles are too high. I'm giving up ahead of time. I can't do it anymore. I don't join the dance. I sit on the sideline and I'm better off observing rather than keeping to move. And this huge obstacle that they had thought of would never get out of the way is being moved. And they walk into the tomb. Now, if you have ever been in a crypt or in a cemetery, where, like in the catacombs, way back in the early church years, where people were buried underground and you could walk into the tomb, walk deeper and deeper and deeper, and you could feel it in your body, how you immerse yourself, it's getting colder and chillier, and at some point, you may feel the chills in your bones, the reality of the death and the decay around you. That's what they're doing. They're walking into the darkness, into the pain, into the grieving, into the death where their hopes and dreams are smashed and crushed. And in that darkness, in that pain, God's messenger appears and says, He is not here. He's walking ahead of you as He promised you. Walk to Galilee. That's where you will recognize Him. It's the most powerful message that I understand from this Easter experience. The angel sends us away from the tomb, away from the loss. Don't remain stuck to that past, to the experience that you feel like it's running through your fingers. You cannot hold on to it. But move, keep going. Jesus is meeting you from the future. He's drawing you out of yourself, out of the tomb. Move into the future. I see myself as the teenager at age 13, lights dimmed, feeling so awkward and just not ready to join the dance. And then this beautiful girl, Sophia, spirited, Spirit of God in her, she comes reaching out to me and says, join the dance. And I feel like, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. But Sophia, Spirit says, come, I will teach you to dance. And I think, teach me to dance.